Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack bringing you live tournament action in ALT-Jun. That is the All-League tournament. We are going to be watching game number 2 between BrDes and Waon. BrDes spawning as the Purple Terran here on Shattered Temple. This is MLG's version of Shattered Temple, by the way. It does have this neutral supply depot. And let's see, again, BrDes spawning as the Purple Terran. It looks like about the 12 o'clock position, and in short air rush positions at around 2 o'clock is Waon spawning as the Orange Zerg. This could be very interesting. We'll see if this, it's basically the same position we saw in that last matchup, which was MLG's Metalopolis. I mean, the exact same positions. And look at that, BrDes saying cheers to me. Nay, buddy, cheers to you. That was tons of fun to watch, that last game. And thank you to BrDes for always coming out and playing. That guy does live in Russia, and really is tons of fun to always come out, play fun games with us. Gets up at super early in the morning, plays at all odd hours of the night just to hang out with us, so it's really pretty neat. And we do, let's see, we have Waon. It looks like he might be going for a fast expand here, or we will see a spawning pool pretty shortly. I guess I'm a little bit ahead of myself. He could throw it down at 15. We shall see. Regardless, he does know where his opponent is now, and this wall in for BrDes going up immediately as well. Is this guy going to get in there? Yes, he is. He will be in this base before the wall in goes down. Oh, maybe not, actually. He's kind of sitting in a wonky position there. Is this going to go down? No, he's going to go straight for the attack. So BrDes saying, forget you, I will attack you. Try and get the kill on this drone. He will probably use this SCV to build the remainder of that wall in, which is pretty standard. So very good play there so far. But look at this, we don't have anything. Oh, there goes the expansion. He finally got in position, so a little bit late, but not by too much. Fast expand, though, yet again from Waon. There goes the spawning pool. Now, I think the spawning pool probably will complete before the hatchery, because it does complete a little bit faster. Now, this guy stuck in the base, going to be roaming around there for a while. We do have Marine number 1 on the way. He will be out in plenty of time and in style, armed with a very nice rifle to take out this drone. So the scouting will then stop from the drone at least, but this guy, you can see this Overlord hovering over the high ground here, so Waon will be able to get some information here later on when he needs to. His expansion looks like 3/4 of the way done, and the spawning pool just about done. Boy, this drone sure making it around quite a bit, getting a lot of scouting information considering being stuck in the base. And this Overlord going to be safe up here, it looks like, for a little while yet, since he is parked above that high ground. And we do not have enough gas yet from Waon to start metabolic boost. However, he is going to be droning up. Let's take a look at the units tab. We can see that BrDes again having a slight economic advantage and going for an expansion of his own again. So this is so interesting. This is almost the same thing we saw in that last game. Putting 2 barracks behind, very similar. It's almost exactly the same build we're seeing from both players. So very interesting. I think Waon is saying to himself he thinks that he probably could have pulled it off. Just came down to some micro issues that he may have had, and maybe some decisions that he would like to make just a little differently. Going to be giving it another swing the same way. BrDes saying to himself almost the same thing except different. Well, that definitely worked well last game. May as well try it again. I would say pretty good guess there. And look at this. I mean, sticking to that barracks play yet again. Almost the same thing. I mean, the bases look almost identical. This is cracking me up. And this command center just about to be done. There it is. This is certainly not going to get in too far. These Marines going to be moving out here to take that guy out. Down he goes. Waon keeping control of this Zelnaga watchtower in the center of the map. He's watching this back door a little bit. He could probably watch it here if he wanted. That might give him a little bit better heads up. These Marines going to move into the center of the map, take out that Zergling. This Overlord trying to get some scouting information. He is going to see that it's basically the same thing that he had to deal with last game. Does go down, however, to get that information. And BrDes going to be pushing out here momentarily. Look at this. Oh no, he's not moving in. He's just getting closer to his opponent. Probably just going to watch and see if anything is going to be coming out. But definitely doing the same type of thing he did in that last game, taking away the map control from Waon and putting himself forward and trying to keep his opponent in his base. Very, very good play. Down goes the scan. He is going to see all this that's going on. Taking out these creep tumors. That is tons of fun to see. And these double queens, and there we go. Banelings yet again. 3 of them on the way right there. He does have quite a few speedlings on the field as well. Just the 3 banelings though so far. That should be plenty. If he can catch this army out of position, they're balled up. Oh my goodness, they're going down so fast. If you take a look at the units lost tab, BrDes definitely coming up the loser in that one. And BrDes saying lol at micro. That is for sure. That was a good time to split those guys up if there ever was one. I'm going to try and poke in here yet again though. I love how aggressive he can be. Tons of fun to watch that. But those Marines getting cleaned up, not quite enough there to hold off that many Zerglings. But the gap is not too large for BrDes to not be able to come back from this. Slight disadvantage. Let's take a look at the units tab. He is slightly behind in the SCV count. Now that's strange because last game he was consistently staying ahead. Looks like he may have got ahead of himself just a little bit with his army and let that macro slip just a tad. That is okay. He appears to be in pretty decent situation. This is still anybody's game. Look at this. We do have Waon taking out these destructible rocks for the gold expansion. There are 6 mineral patches of gold in this expansion. Also double Vespian geysers as usual. But yet again, BrDes keeping good map control, staying forward position, trying to keep his opponent guessing as to what's going on in his base. That is, I mean, this is just phenomenal play on both of these players' parts when it comes down to it. Very good micro by Waon. Look at this. He's built every time he sees his opponent pushing out. Banelings gets ready to bust these guys up, if at all possible. And you can see here, BrDes army just clumped up yet again. So if caught out of position, he will have a lot of trouble staying in this matchup because these banelings, just a couple of them going off, will break this whole little ball to pieces. Never what you want to see. But it looks like BrDes was probably, it looked like he was just trying to get his opponent to commit to more military units, probably to try and stop him from droning up, which it did appear to work there for just a moment. Looked like Waon was preparing for a defense move there. And now Des moving back to take the gold expansion of his own. Both of these players whapping away at these destructible rocks, and in this case shooting at these destructible rocks. I always wondered, how in the world do they shoot rocks to pieces that fast? They've got to have some pretty powerful rifles. And Zerglings, I mean, that just doesn't make tons of sense to me. I couldn't imagine trying to beat against rocks and break them into bits, especially with as big as those rocks are. But down goes the expansion here for Waon here any moment. There goes the drone right there. And this, oh my goodness, is he going to get cut out of position here? There are banelings and infestors coming. Gonna need to split that army up or back out one. Here they come yet again. Is he going to get a good enough split? Oh, fungal growth going down on that whole entire army. And the banelings coming in to clean it up, and the whole army just disappearing for BrDes. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Units lost. He is now 1,000 minerals behind his opponent. Maybe just a little more. Yep, just a little more now. So losing just a little bit more ground there, and those clutch fungal growths there from Waon, doing a very, very good job brutalizing that army. Now BrDes is going to have to make some decisions here. How he's going to respond to that, he has definitely got some ground to make up at this point. And he is in a defensive position, but my goodness, he is going to not have enough units. I mean, really, if it came down to it, if Waon pushed out right now, he would fare very well against his opponent, especially with those fungal growths. Let's see how much energy we got. See, we've got plenty of energy on these guys to cast at least one fungal growth each. That should be plenty to demolish a Terran army. this small. So Waon in pretty good shape right now. He does have this gold expansion up and mining, fully saturated almost immediately, so great play there. That's what we like to see. There's the command center for BrDes. It appears that he will be taking the gold with that. I would half expect to see some tanks, but he does have this factory just floating around. However, he does have 2 medevacs. That's right, 2 medevacs, chuck full. There are only 2 marauders in the mix, but he will be moving those out across the field here fairly shortly. These will not be scouted terribly soon. I love his double prong attack. Always tries to keep his opponent out of position by moving into the center of the map with a small force. These guys definitely going to be taken out very quickly. But BrDes going to be moving this drop right into the back of his opponent's main. He does see that the whole force is out there in the center of the map. But we do have double spine crawlers back here at the back. They will be going down fairly shortly. Boy, focus down this guy first. This guy first. And down it goes. This drop fairly effective yet again. We gotta love BrDes drop play. This is tons of fun to see. He only lost. Oh, look at that fungal growth. Very clutch. They're going to be taking these suckers out. We have got infested Terran on the ground below them, and boom, they get sniped. That whole drop just getting smashed to bits right as he was about to get it out of there. Very good play there by Waon. Well done, sir. High five to you. That was tons of fun to watch. Now another drop going to be coming around from the other direction. I would probably like to see him try and drop this gold expansion and just do damage to the drones and then get out of there real fast before this army that is fairly close by moves to defend. But look at this. We may see Waon moving out across the map here, trying to put his opponent in the ground. Let's take a look at the units tab. We do have a... This command center is not going to get to a planetary fortress in time. It is about to go down. Very, very good snipe there by Waon. This drop going... not a good place to drop. So he is going to choose another spot, but here comes the attack right now. Oh my goodness, these Banelings doing so much damage. Look at this. We've got infested Terrans like crazy from the low ground to the high ground. BrDes in a lot of trouble here, I believe. These SCVs getting corralled and just demolished. Taking them out with those Zerglings. Look at these infested Terran just laying waste to this force up here in this ramp. At the top of the ramp, that is a lot of infestors, and Waon doing a phenomenal job right now in this game. Looks like he will be taking game number 2, which is tons of fun for us because now we get to see game number 3. Well, I guess we better not speak too soon. BrDes is not out of it completely. However, it does look as though he will not be able to hold this off. There are way too many units, I believe, in this game for him to be able to hold this off right now. Now he is on 0 base, essentially, because he is not mining at all. And I would say, there GG, and there it is from BrDes as well. Very, very well played on Waon's part. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming out. And you don't always have to alt-tab when you can alt-StarCraft. Oh, BrDes looks like he may want to try and stay in here. Okay, that's fine. Look, that's a lot of mules for a gold expansion. However, they do not attack. And what are these Zerglings going? My goodness, get over there and kill those guys. He's checking up here to see if there's another expansion. However, there is not. These guys are going to try and make their way to this gold expansion to try and defend at this point. There go the Zerglings. This is definitely going to be GG, I'd say, at this point. Don't blame BrDes for wanting to try and take this down, even when he's far, far behind. If he could take this game, it would mean that he would advance in the tournament without having to play another game. However, I do think that this is not going to last for him. He does have a very, very small force here, having a lot of trouble trying to find ways to mine. There go a couple more mules trying to get him back in the game. I would like to see Waon moving out here immediately and just put an end to it. However, it is a safe play to double expand, which is exactly what he did. So I can't blame Waon there for playing safely. Oh, fungal growths, and very, very well done. That is it for BrDes Army, and there's the GG and the leave. So yet again, thanks again, gentlemen. We will see you guys next time.